Police union Popcru is holding its first ever Policing Indaba. Over 200 delegates will discuss ways to improve law enforcement in the country. Police Minister Bheki Cele is addressing the gathering this morning as well. But let's get an update from our reporter Hloni Mtimkulu. Hloni, I don't know if you can hear me. I think it might be a bit noisy there where you are, but just maybe take us through what will be taking place today there.
Yeah, Baron, I can kind of hear you. As you said, the 200 delegates have come in and there are some festivities or a bit of music just to get things going. The program was meant to start at around 9, but I think that was just to get everyone in, just to settle everyone in, to register everyone in before the official opening happens, where we do expect that the police minister will be here, that the justice minister will be here as well. We expect also that the CEO of Save South Africa Foundation, that is the former police commissioner, also here. She has also just walked in. So the purpose of this first ever Policing Indaba, the theme, Baron, is called Building Ideal Policing and Corrections for the 21st Century, and it was born out of the need or the concern around the high crime stats in South Africa. And of course, the crime stats were released last week, and we saw that even though there's a slight drop, just generally, just the numbers are still too high. But joining me to speak about Popcru's first Policing Indaba is the spokesperson, rather, of Popcru, Richard Mamabolo. Maybe first of all, Richard, I saw that release that says that crime stats are very high in the country, and you, as a union, are concerned about this. What was the moment that decided that you must have something like this?
Yes, look, I think this is the first Policing Indaba that we're having. It's different from what has been happening because I think the main aim is to obviously take from what government has been implementing and get different experts from within the criminal justice cluster so that we come up with a framework around how to deal with the crime challenge. You remember that for some time there have actually been plans, but the implementation of the has not been sufficient enough. And I think everybody is aware that the crime rate in the country is quite very high. So we thought it would be ideal that we bring in a number of experts from different fields within the criminal justice cluster so that we first look into the policies that have been implemented over the years and obviously review them. So we've got scholars, we've got different departments, and the aim of this really is to look into what has been implemented, what ideal methods can be implemented, looking into the fact that there has not been much changes in the crime situation. And hopefully out of this Indaba we will get to a point where we can have policy positions. And I think just to let you know, we will be going to our 10th National Congress in November. So we're hoping that outcomes of this event will actually empower our Congress in defining the way that we should take forward. So we will be engaging with different ministries beyond this point where we will look into what measures need to be implemented.
Just lastly, I know that the two ministers of police and of justice and correctional services, Minister Lamula and Cele, will be presenting policy review and a development plan around that. I know you've just said now that you want to talk about those things. How do you ensure that this is not just a talk shop and just a gathering of 200 delegates?
Yeah, look, I think, like I said, that is not like what we've seen before. So we are having teams of different lectures, and we'll be having commissions based on what they are presenting. We will obviously also get expert views around what we would think would be the right model for the country. And on the basis of that, it's a lobbying process really where we will try to engage governments and even portfolio committees in different departments in government around what needs to be implemented. So we doubt that it will be just a talk show.
Thank you so much, Richard. Baron, that was the spokesperson of Popcru, Richard Mamabolo, just talking to us about why we're here today. They are concerned about the high crime stats in the country, and they want to make sure that something is done about it, and that this is not just another talk shop about what is happening around the country, Baron.
All right, thank you so much, Hloni, for that update. Of course, Hloni Mtimkulu, Popcru having its first ever Indaba, Policing Indaba, basically to discuss, crime issues in the country and also taking a look at some of those policies and reviewing them. Police Minister Bheki Cele, of course, expected there this morning as well to address Popcru and its members. And of course, it is a very important Indaba that needs to take place. Of course, like Hloni said, the crime crime figures were released recently, even though there was a slight decline, it doesn't mean that crime is still not an issue here in this country. And I hope that issues like GBV will definitely also be discussed, as that is definitely something that needs some urgent attention here in South Africa as well.